Help.
Engaged.
Greetings everyone. In this episode, we will take a look at some gameplay footage from Just Cause 3, at maximum graphics settings. I will also give a first impressions quick review, for this game. So first things first, let's take a look at what the graphics settings actually are. Everything here is maxed out, or switched on, with the exception of motion blur, which I have never really liked, so I always leave that setting off. Now onto the gameplay. Every so often, I will pause the picture on screen, like I have done now, and here is the reason why. You see, since this game has a lot of stuff going on, in terms of graphics, on the screen, it does not translate very well, once YouTube has finished processing the footage I have uploaded. YouTube uses a very low bitrate, in the conversion process, so complex scenes, that have a lot of moving pixels on screen, will appear pixelated and fuzzy. I have noticed this in other games too, for example Oblivion, Skyrim and the last 3 Fallout games. Some YouTube conversions are better than others, but overall, they tend to be fairly poor for games such as this. Which is why I will be pausing the video, at key moments, to ensure that you can at least get a sense of what the graphics are supposed to look like. I'm not sure why YouTube decided to go with 4K, when they haven't even sorted out 2K yet. But that could be the subject of an entirely different video, so I won't get into that. Anyway, back to this game. We are near a small military installation, and we will be taking it over, by destroying a few key items. A list on the left-hand side of the screen, normally tells you what needs to be destroyed. And this is basically what this game is all about. Visiting hostile settlements, mostly destroying items, but you might also have to hack terminals, or disable devices, before the settlement is yours. Normally, if you do this kind of thing, the authorities will be onto you, with increasing heat levels, but not if you stay out of their sight. I might make a video about this, in the future, to show you how to take down a settlement, with this kind of, dare I say it, stealth. It might be very loud and noisy, but staying undetected technically is still stealth. One fuel tank left, so it looks like we will have to get closer, in order to find it. Another short pause, just in case things are getting too pixelated, on YouTube. Yep, the wingsuit is pretty cool, and we will talk more about it, later. Meanwhile, we've found the last fuel tank, which is in this hangar. And that takes care of this settlement.
That was fun.
After the on-screen messages disappear, you will find that the settlement has rebels in it now, and the hostile soldiers are conveniently gone.
We're with you, Rico.
Okay, so now, I think it's time to take a closer look at the graphics.
Praise hell, Rico!
It's nice to get a moment to take a break every once in a while.
Kick some ass, Rico.
The textures seem okay, but this base is perhaps not the best place to be looking at textures.
Praise hell,
The towns and city areas have better textures and we will be looking at them later on in this video. Now it's time to take a look at the grapnel, parachute and wingsuit, as we take to the air.
Hey, can I have your autograph?
It can take some getting used to, especially the pitch of the camera, while in the air, since I am used to the flight controls being inverted. But once you do get used to the system, the game suddenly becomes more enjoyable. In fact, I might do a video about how to get around more effectively, using the grapple, parachute and wingsuit combo. Time for another YouTube pixel fuzziness test. Anyway, if Rico's gear is used effectively, then for all intents and purposes, we might as well be flying. So you may be wondering what I think of this game, and I have to admit, so far, I like it a lot. But then again, I have always been a big fan of this franchise. The main task that you will do, over and over again, is freeing settlements. This can get repetitive, but there are so many ways to do things in this game, that if you do get bored, then perhaps you should try different strategies. I have played several hours of this game, and so far I have not gotten bored. The main storyline seems okay, and I think I'm about halfway through. So overall, I would definitely recommend this game, especially if you like the last two. And this is why you should never glide over a large military base. I actually thought I had already taken over the base, because I couldn't see any enemies while approaching. Let's see if the wingsuit will get me out of this mess. This appears to be one of the larger bases, but we're almost out.
Oh, looks like they don't want me here.
Additional troops inbound. All units on alert. Re-establish visual contact.
The wingsuit is fast enough to evade authorities, so long as you can break their line of sight.
He got away. Resume normal duties.
Whenever you hear that sound, it means there is a collectible or other point of interest nearby.
I'll make sure you didn't die in vain.
There might not be much variety in freeing settlements, but there is plenty of exploring to do, especially if you want to find all the collectibles. The combined area to explore in this game is just massive. Although the map is about the same size as Just Cause 2, it has more areas to explore, since subterranean areas are also included. After you progress through the main story to a certain point, fast travel becomes available. I will demonstrate how it works now. As you can see, you are transported to your destination via this helicopter, after which all you can do is jump. I chose a town on purpose, so that we could take a look at some more textures. After all, this video is about the graphics of this game. I have to admit, that when I first started playing this game, I thought the graphics looked terrible. Obviously I have changed my mind now, but my initial impressions were not good. I think it had something to do with the cartoony quality of some of the objects, especially the plants. And after playing a photorealistic game like Metal Gear Solid 5, our expectations are bound to go up. Even Fallout 4 gave a better impression, especially when looking at foliage from a distance. But that game's textures were not very good. This game's textures, however, are definitely good, exactly what you would expect from a latest AAA game. Especially when you consider that this is a massive, open-world game too.
Over my dead body. Do that, eh? We have a beautiful place all around and need to make it the best we can.
While editing this footage, I realized that this game looks much more impressive at nighttime, which is mostly to do with the lighting. So, as far as I am concerned, this game's gameplay is good, the graphics look good, which just leaves one last thing. Yes, the performance. I am playing this on a PC, and although I have had no problems running this game myself, I have heard that a lot of people have had some serious issues. You just have to look at the Steam forums to see dozens of examples. Most of these issues can be fixed by updating to the latest driver for your graphics card. I myself did this by downloading the latest beta driver that was available on release day before I even started up this game. I was getting a fixed 30 frames per second when I first started playing this game. It almost seemed like the frame rate was locked, but occasionally I did notice the frame rate at either 45 or 60 FPS. But it mostly stays at 30. For me, 30 FPS is fine, so long as the gameplay is smooth. And let's not forget that this is at max settings. But having said that, I did put all the settings down to low, and I only gained 4 frames per second. This suggests to me that this game is definitely poorly optimized at the moment. Hopefully, a future patch will improve the frame rate, especially at lower settings, and perhaps I might even get a fixed 60 frames per second. But such is the nature of PC games, as any PC gamer will tell you. There is one last thing I wanted to mention. Although this game ran fine for me, I did have one major problem. You see, I normally record PC gameplay footage with a program called FRAPs. But when I tried to record this game, the end result was not good. The gameplay appeared in slow motion. So I tried another program I had, called Bandicam, but the file format it produced caused problems in the editing software I use. So I finally got a hold of another program I was aware of, called DXtory, which is supposed to use even less system resources than the other programs. I tried it, and it worked. I was able to capture the footage and edit it with no problems at all. And this is the reason why I am uploading this video a week later than I would have. So, potential performance issues and recording issues are just some of the things you should be aware of if you want to buy this game on the PC. To be honest, at one point I was wishing I had bought this game on the PS4 instead, because if I couldn't record gameplay footage, then what the hell was I buying this game on release day for? You see, I was still playing Fallout 4, and was not really ready to switch games just yet. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Hopefully I should be making a few more tips and strategy guides for this video in the near future, so watch out for them. Please comment, thumbs up and subscribe if you liked this video or found it helpful. This is Blade, and it's goodbye from me.
Understood. We are providing additional manpower in location.
Practice near the chaos project.